11 and I am at Hallmark. It's like right behind me, well, a little way, like 50 feet away from me, but I have to get going because it's my lunch break, and you know the usual with my lunch break, how time is lacking. Time is very limited, so I gotta get going. They didn't have anything, so I'm gonna go drive to work again because I don't know what to do. I don't have time to just chill here and think where to go, and yeah. Okay, I made it back to work. It's 2:29. I have like 8 minutes or so until I have to go back inside. Okay, it is June 21st. I think it's like 1:33 p.m. right now. But it was so awkward. I was walking back to my desk, like literally just now, like 5 minutes ago. I was walking to my desk, and then my boss was walking out of the desk area, and then he was like, "Where are you going?" And then I was like, "To lunch, unless you need to talk to me." Then I don't have to go to lunch, yeah. And then he was like, "No, I meant, where are you going?" And I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Where are you going on PTO?" And then I was like, "Oh, Canada." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then I didn't know if he was going to say anything else or something. So then I just walked away. And now I am at lunch right now. But yeah, kind of awkward. I don't know. June 22nd. And I was driving, trying to find a parking spot, and then there's like there's like 2 cones in the middle of the street, I guess. And then I looked as I was like slowly driving by it, and there's a kitten. There's a little black kitten that got ran over. So sad. Okay, it is currently 12:28 and I just got to my car for lunch. Normally I don't come to lunch this early, but someone decided to schedule a meeting at 1:30, so now I have to go to lunch early, so that's great. But yeah. So it is 5:15 right now, and I am driving home, but just popping on here real quick to say today my coworkers and I were talking about a whole bunch of things, and we're talking about the submarine, because there was a submarine that it's really sad, but that's not what I was talking about. I came to talk about a funny conversation we had at work. So basically we were talking about, I don't know why it came up, but someone was like, "What's your favorite fruit?" And then yeah, and I don't really eat fruit, so they were all like, "What?" And then they were like listing all these fruits, and okay, well actually, yeah, so they were talking about like their favorite fruits and stuff, and then my coworker who sits next to me, he was like, "My favorite fruit is a mango," and then I was like, "I've never had a mango," and then this led to this whole conversation about them listing all these different kinds of fruits, and then them being like surprised that I haven't tried them and all that, and yeah, but just jokes. But yeah, my coworkers and I, we were waiting for something, and they were like talking about food and stuff like they always do, and I was disinterested like I always am with whenever they talk about food. They saw I was disinterested, so then they changed the topic to talk about music and stuff, and then this guy was like listing a genre, and then nobody listened to it. And then he was like, "Country," and then I like shook my head yes, like yeah, because I do. And then they started listing like country singers and stuff like that from like back in the day, which I haven't heard of all of them and stuff, and yeah. But then, and one of them was talking about the Dixie Chicks, because apparently the Dixie Chicks changed their name to just the Chicks because they got rid of the word Dixie because of like slavery or something. I don't really know exactly, but yeah. And then I was like, "Oh, is that why Lady Antebellum changed their name to Lady A?" And then my coworker was like, yeah, that's why they got rid of the antebellum, because the antebellum like time period was like was not good either, and they're being politically correct, I guess, or something. I don't know. They're just trying to be neutral, I guess. And then this guy who like doesn't know them really, they were like, oh, she must be doing good, or I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something, and he was like, she, and then and then me and my coworker were both like, at the same time, we like in sync, we were both like, they. And it was so funny because if you know Lady A, okay, I agree, now that I think about it, it does sound like a single person, but if you know Lady A, they're a band of 3 people, so yeah, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, because he said she, but Lady A is not just a like one girl, but yeah, yeah, that's funny. And then we all started cracking up because he didn't realize that, because he didn't know that it was a band, I guess, like a trio, and then I said they like concretely, like I knew that they were a band, not like a single person, but yeah. So it is June 26th, 1:34 p.m. and I just got to my car to eat lunch, and today is the last day. Today is the last day I am eating lunch for work before my trip. Yeah. This is the last time I will be driving for like 2 weeks, which is a little sad because I like driving. But yeah, people are being crazy at work. I don't know. People are basically just like getting mad at people for hanging out with other people, but like you can't really control who hangs out with who, you know? So yeah, this doesn't really work, you know, how people are all like, don't hang out with these people, but then like, how are you going to control that, you know? Like, I don't know. People at work think they can control everything, but they cannot. It's just a fact. Yeah. That's all.